So in this video, we're doing solving two-step linear equations. So we're taking everything we did in the last section and we're building on it and making the equations not just contain one operation, but two operations. So now you're going to actually end up seeing two numbers on the same side as the equal sign versus just one like in the previous section. So your two steps are over here. You must do the addition subtraction first and then multiplication and division. So move over the addition or subtraction, use the inverse operation, and then undo the multiplication or division with the inverse operation. So here's our first example. 0 equals negative 4u minus 15. So we said first step, addition or subtraction. Well, I always zoom in to on that side of the equal sign with the variable. Over there, the number being added or subtracted is my negative 15. So I'm going to undo negative 15. Well, to undo negative 15, add 15 to both sides. Those will cancel. I'll be left with 0 plus 15, which is 15. On the right, I'm going to carry down negative 4u. Now from there, I'm going to solve for u. So first step was addition, subtraction. Second step is multiplication or division. So here I have negative 4 times u. So to undo times, I'm going to divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. Get u equals 15 divided by negative 4 does not simplify, so I'm just going to leave it as a fraction. I am, though, going to move the negative sign up top. So if it was negative 15 over negative 4, I would write it as 15 over 4. If the negative number is on the bottom, just take the negative sign and slide it up top, or you can write it out front. So you could write it as negative 15 over 4 with the negative way out front, or with the negative sign on top. But leave your answer in a fraction, in a mixed number. Don't turn it into a decimal unless it's decimals in the question. So here's my next one, negative 4y plus 3. I'm going to do my addition or subtraction first. So that's plus 3. Well, to undo plus 3, I minus 3. Carry down my negative 4y. 0 minus 3 gives me negative 3. Step 2, do my multiplication or division. I'm going to divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. Those will cancel, which will give me y equals negative 3 divided by negative 4 is going to be positive 3 over 4. But the actual numbers 3 over 4 don't reduce any. However, the negative numbers do cancel out, so I do want to write it as positive 3 over 4. You can check these just like you can check your other ones. So you have negative 4 times 3 over 4 plus 3 equals 0. Now on the left-hand side, this part, you can either put that in your calculator or just do your multiplication like we learned in the last chapter. The 4's will cancel, which will give me negative 3 over 1, which is negative 3 plus 3 equals 0. Negative 3 plus 3 gives me 0 equals 0. So it does work. You can check these just like we did in the last chapter. So here's my next example. I talked about, okay, well, if it starts as decimals, then it needs to end in decimal form. So this one, you're not going to convert to a fraction, just leave it as a decimal. Still do my addition subtraction first. So that's plus 7 over 8. So to undo plus, I'm going to minus 7 over 8, minus 7 over 8. Now on this test, you can use your calculator, so you can just type it in. You can do it the old-fashioned way if you really want to. So I have negative 6.5 equals, those cancel, 1.3y. Carry that thing down. Now undo the multiplication. So that says 1.3 times y. So step 2 is your multiplication or division. I'm going to undo by dividing. Type that thing in my calculator and get negative 5. So y actually equals negative 5. And for this part, I just use my calculator and type it in. So your answer is y equals negative 5. You could check it, plug in y, -5, so you'll have 1.3 times -5 plus 7.8. Better be 1.3, and that's how you know you got it right. All right, very last example. Do addition, subtraction first, and then multiplication and division. So, step 1, always looking on the side of the equal sign with the variable. I have 2y plus 17. So to undo 2y plus 17, I'm going to minus 17, because to undo addition, I do subtraction. So I'm going to do minus 17 on both sides. I will have those cancel. 2y equals 5 minus 17 is going to give me -12. 2 times y, to undo times, I'm going to divide, which will give me y equals -12 divided by 2 will give me -6. You can plug that in to check it and verify that you did get the correct answer.